Welcome back to another Apex Waves tutorial. Today we're demonstrating DAQ task triggering using the PXIe-4322 to generate a sine wave and the PXI-6251 to read it, leveraging triggering to control where the sine wave starts. We will also be utilizing the SCB68A terminal block to connect the TB-4322 to the PXI-6251. In this setup, our PXIe-4322 is connected to the TB-4322 terminal block, which then routes signals through the SCB68A terminal block to our PXI-6251 digital input module. The SCB68A acts as an intermediary, providing a reliable interface for connecting differential analog signals. The goal is to generate a sine wave from the PXIe-4322 and use the PXI-6251 to read and trigger at a specific voltage level. First, we will configure a trigger to determine where the sine wave starts. This enables us to specify a voltage threshold at which the sine wave begins. To do this, follow these steps in NI-MAX. First, navigate to My System and find the PXI-6251 under Devices and Interfaces. Click Create Task in the top menu. Then select Acquire Signals and choose Voltage. Select channel AI0 and click Next. Here you can name the task or leave it as default, then click Finish. Now that our task is created, let's generate a sine wave with the PXIe-4322. We'll locate the PXIe-4322 under Devices and Interfaces in NI-MAX. Open the test panels and under Mode, select Voltage Sine Wave Generation. Set the sine wave amplitude to 10 volts. Then click Start to begin generating the signal. Now that the signal is active, we will return to the DAQ-MX task to observe the output. To do this, click on My Voltage task and click Run. A sine wave should now appear on the graph. However, each time we hit Run, we capture a different section of the sine wave. To isolate a specific part of the waveform, we need to apply a trigger. To precisely define where the sine wave starts, we will configure analog edge triggering in NI-MAX. Navigate to the Triggering tab, set Trigger Type to Analog Edge, and change the trigger source to voltage. Set the voltage threshold to 1 volt. Then click Run again. Now the sine wave will only begin when it reaches 1 volt. To further refine our signal, we can modify the sample size. Do this by navigating to the Configuration tab. Adjust the samples to read from 100 to 1000. Click Run to capture a more detailed waveform. Additionally, we can modify the voltage trigger level. Change the trigger level to -5 volts and click Run again. The sine wave now starts precisely at -5 volts, demonstrating the flexibility of triggering in waveform control. To recap, we successfully generated a sine wave using the PXIe-4322, routed the signal through TB-4322 and SCB68A to the PXI-6251, captured the waveform in NI-MAX, configured analog triggering to control where the sine wave starts based on voltage level. Triggering is an essential tool for synchronizing signals, reducing measurement noise, and improving test precision. This concludes our tech tutorial on DAQ task triggering. If you have any additional questions, please visit our website at apexwaves.com, where our dedicated team is ready to provide the support you need. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more product highlights, how-tos, and industry insights.